In the beginning, God created the heavens and He created the earth. He created every living thing upon the earth. Thousands of years later, along comes myself, Ed Waters, and I created Freecircle so I could bring you the fireside. We want to bring you truth with integrity, insight that's right, and stories that matter the most today. So climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. We're going to talk a little bit about starting over. Sometimes in life, things happen and you have to start over. It's one of those, oh my moments. Can I do this? Well, a lot of things in life can make us have to start over. Recently, you've seen the fires in California. A lot of people are going to have to start over. Devastation in our lives, injuries, circumstances, bad relationships. There's a lot of things out there that causes people to take another approach on life. Start over. It's not easy. I had an injury to myself, and now I'm over 50. And I went through a lot of traumatic experiences with my injury and what it brought. Now, I want to try to start over. And it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. It's not easy starting over. To get the courage to try something different. I've always worked with my hands in my life. And I've always shied away from the books and using my mind too much other than for fixing things or coordinating crews to get a job done. So I've never had to do office work or type on a computer or keep books of any amount really per se. I've done little bits, I've dabbled, but when you want to start over and try to make a career out of something you've never done before, and you're looking at having to go back to school to educate yourself, that's scary. When you're past 50 in life, you say, well, what's the purpose? What, I might have 20 years. So there's always those things in your head that will try to block and hinder you. I'm telling you, try to overcome that. Do overcome it. If you feel that you want to try something in life, don't let the negative feelings stop you. I hurt every day. I deal with chronic pain, and it took me a lot of time, a very long time, to deal with living with daily chronic pain. It affects your attitude. It makes your mind do weird things, and you don't realize you're doing those things because you're in pain. But I've come to a point in my life where I want to start over and try something else. That's why I started this podcast. It's brought me on a journey of realizing you're not dead until you're dead. So if you want to do something, reach out for it. The only thing stopping you is fear. And believe me, I've dealt with a lot of that. I deal with the depressive thoughts, the anxiety, the hurt of society. You can overcome these things. You can step out of that box. All it takes is you to do it. It's hard. What it takes is your willingness to carry on. Starting over is the hardest thing a person sometimes has to do. When you're younger, starting over, it was real easy for me. Drop of a hat. You know, if I needed to start over, I just started over. It's odd when you get older in life and you deal with these things, what your mind does, because you've experienced so much. You see, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if it does? Deal with it when it arises. Life is scary. When you have to start over, it's super scary. And people, they tend to not really make it easy for you. So it's a struggle. It's an uphill climb all the way. On top of your daily emotional and pain issues, you've got to deal with trying to start over, dealing with society, dealing with getting it done. That takes a lot. And people don't realize how hard it is for some people to just step out of that box. I'm here to tell you, it's super hard. I understand. As a person that has been there and experienced those struggles, and I'm still there. But I'm here with an ear if you really need somebody to talk to with a non-judgmental attitude. Look us up. We would much rather you have a person to talk to than do irrational things. Starting over is not easy, but you can do it. I can do it. I'm going to do it. One baby step at a time. See, progression in life throws these things at us. But if you're willing to just keep on going, no matter what, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Just try. That's what matters. Are you willing to try? Step outside of the box. Starting over. It's not easy, but you can do it.
Well, that's it for another Free Circle Fireside. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on the web at freecircle.website. You can join in on the live shows or leave a message and we'll get your voice out over the message. The call-in line is 971-533-7805. Join Free Circle, get your voice out, and thank you for joining the Fireside. Ed, Free Circle, out.